prior to impact. You were in that life pod.
Hi guys, welcome back to some Subnautica. So, as you can tell, unfortunately, I am back in the escape pod. Why is that? That is because... Oh, two stasis rifles, interesting. That is because they updated the game finally. And not just a small update, it was a big update. They finally brought the crash to the game, so the Aurora is now you're now able to explore the Aurora, which I did in another game, and it's not as easy as they want you to think, by the way. But they also, which I did not know about, patched in a whole bunch of new locations, and a couple creatures, and just a whole bunch of new stuff. They touched up the graphics a little bit, you know. They did basically an overhaul of everything. And so, that brings me to why I'm back here. The only way you could get to this wonderful area again and explore the crash site and all the new landscaping is by starting a new game. So, all the changes that they brought they weren't able to integrate that into your already saved games, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, you have a whole new area. Like, I don't even know where to begin now because it's all new. And I do believe it is semi-randomly generated now as well. Not entirely like some games, but two players might have slightly altered areas. So, a little diversity there. So, I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of a playthrough of the new area. We're going to work towards getting back to what I was at before. So, that I want to bring you guys along with as well. You know, Seamoth, Cyclops, and then we're going to explore that. That is my goal so far for the Subnautica series. Essentially, I already had that almost done, except they didn't unlock the ship now. So now I kind of have a goal in mind. I also can show you guys more of the start of the game, you know, what it looks like at the beginning, what you have to do at the beginning. And I have a greater understanding of the game as well, so I'm not just completely in the dark either, which is nice. I can actually communicate things a little bit better to you guys now that I understand all the materials and all the crafting and, you know, etc., all that stuff. So right now I'm just gonna basically hoard materials. Just hoard like crazy. Already hear some interesting creatures in the distance. If I'm not mistaken, they kept the biomes, is the word I'm looking for, I think. However, they changed the locations of the creatures that are in those biomes. So, for example, in that little forest area from before, they were the stalkers, primarily in that area. Well, they're not just in that area anymore. They've gotten a little more exposure, I guess you could say, and you run into them a little bit more consistently. So here's that biome. It has been overhauled a little bit, but not a whole lot really. It is much longer though, and I mean a lot longer. I'm guessing they expanded the area of it because they expanded that whole area near the Aurora. And so you know, things like that have changed. I haven't gotten too much into other areas in this.
Scanning the Aurora. Zero life signs detected. Lethal radiation levels detected. The main drive emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining. Dark matter containment field has dropped to 36% amplitude. Continuing to monitor.
Another thing I was going to mention and did honestly forget a little bit, is that they included the actual explosion of the Aurora, which opens it up to you. but also attracts a whole bunch of new creatures that I can say firsthand scared the living shit out of me. Easily scared me. Not, I was expecting some kind of, you know, like the stalkers, just kind of small, scary guys that creep up on you. No, these things are fucking gigantic, and they can grab you. And so that experience was awesome, and you guys are gonna enjoy it when I get to that point and can show you. But my goodness, prepare yourself if you're playing this yourself, or just want to do like I did and load up the save just to explore the area a little bit of the Aurora, because you can do that. It's, yeah, heads up, it's super stealth mode, and good luck if you can actually make it into that area. So, let's get back into what I need to be working on. I think my goals are going to be this list as of right now. I need the constructor more than anything right now. So that is my goal. I already have the blueprints. I just need titanium ingots and power cell. And then once I unlock that, that'll allow me to build my sea moth and the cyclops, which are my next steps up. I will also need the builder, I think, if I remember correctly. Where is that? I think after I get the constructor, the builder, right there, will be my next step, because I need an underwater base. I want to build a base that is closer to the Aurora. So I will have this escape pod, and then I'll have kind of an in-between area, which will be my base between that and the Aurora, and then I can still use that base to branch out easily north, west, east, south, you know, all that. So that's the goal for this. So hang tight. Hopefully it doesn't take me forever now that I know more of what I'm doing. They also added first aid kits, which is great, and fiber, which I don't know what that is, in all honesty. They added a radiation suit. That is what you have to wear to get to the Aurora, and that's what protects you from that dark matter field, whatever it was going on about. So when it explodes, it basically opens up that whole area to radiation. And so you have to have this suit to be able to explore the area. Long story short. So, tools-wise, I really don't use many of these. The flashlight I will need at some point. The knife I already got in the chest. The chest is random drops, basically. So every time you start a new game, it just throws some stuff in there. It already gave me a sea glide, which is an awesome start, because I can cruise around a little bit easier right away. None of these other ones are too important to me. Hi phone, thanks for interrupting me. None of these other things are too important to me, besides the builder. The welder will be when I get the base made, so that's kind of on the side. So for now, working towards my constructor. So I need lots of titanium, and I need a power cell. Let's see what it takes for a power cell. I do also need to watch my food and water. So just get that in there, and then when I go back out, I'll look for some food. Let's see. They changed the menus, so now it's divided between materials, electronics, equipment, tools.
Calorie deficiency detected.
I know, which is nice, but I kind of don't know the layout anymore of anything. Let's see. Titanium ingot requires 10 titanium. I only have 2, which is nice. Thank you. I need power cell, correct? Needs 2 battery and silicone. I can make the silicone now. Okay. Ready then. What else did I need? 2 batteries, which needs poison mushrooms. Wow. Should I be? Should I be worried this thing's all shaking? That's interesting. The waves are crashing a bit more. That's really interesting. I wonder if they incorporated a little bit more of a weather type idea to this. That would be fantastic. I already love the sunsets. I mean, that's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. While it would be extremely depressing to just see nothing